Okay, so for today's video, we're going to be talking about the INT Future Gohan, showing him off a little bit here, and also kind of just giving you guys ideas as to whether or not you should even consider pulling for him. So I hope you guys enjoy. Hit that subscribe, of course, if you're new for more content, as well as that notifications so you don't miss anything we upload here on the channel. So let's go ahead and transition over to my computer screen here, where I can give you guys a brief breakdown for what he does, some of the changes made to his global version banner, and then my final verdict as to whether or not you guys should even consider pulling at all. So, starting things out, Bond of Master and Disciple category are Hybrid Saiyans, 3-key, 170% to HP and attack, and then 130% to defense. This guy actually is a very flawed unit, in my opinion, just for the record. We're going to just continue to break him down, though. But we go ahead and look at the super attack. Greatly raises defense for one turn, causes immense damage to the enemy. That's a really solid boost, obviously. We take a look at the passive, though. Attack and defense plus, alarm going off, excuse me. Attack and defense plus 100% at the start of the turn. Reduces damage received by 58% when HP is 58% or less. So, on top of that, though, Bond of Master and Disciple category allies get 1 key and 30% to attack and defense, and he transforms when the conditions are met. Just dissecting the passive along with the super attack effect, he has 100% attack and defense at the start of the turn. That's very good. The damage reduction, you're not really going to see too much because you have to be at a very low threshold to get it. And he also raises his own defense on his super as well. So obviously that does take effect after he's supered, meaning that if he's in the front spot, he's not going to be able to tank as well before as he would after. He does also get his own category bonus for 1 key and 30% as well. So he's kind of like all over the place, but he's doing pretty much everything you would want a unit to do. So that's one of the main things I want to mention about him. He's pretty well rounded in that aspect, but he does change playstyles a good bit. So his transformation condition is when HP is 58% or more with an ally whose name includes Trunks. It cannot be a GT or a Kid Trunks, though. Any other Trunks is fine. And it has to be on your team, starting from the 4th turn from the start of the battle. So this is not an active skill transformation. An active skill transformation would completely change a million things for this card. Not a million, but you get my point. If he had an active skills transformation, his category support passive would be optional, right? Now it's forced on you that you immediately get rid of it and change playstyles entirely and stuff like that. His links and stuff like that do change as well, obviously, as he goes Super Saiyan. Let's take a look at the Super Saiyan form. Now he limitlessly raises attack on super attack instead of raising defense. But that's because that's kind of built into his defensive passive here. He now gets 100% attack as well at the start of the turn and reduces damage received by 58% indefinitely. So that's very good. Automatically always reducing by 58% is so much better than needing to be below the threshold like it was beforehand. But again, that's made up for by the defense raise. So, key plus 1 and attack and defense plus 30% per Master and Student Bond category ally attacking in the same turn. So yes, you guessed it right. On a full team, he's getting another 90%. I assume that does calculate separately, and which it would mention down here. I guess not. Anyways, though, he's getting another 90%. And he also launches an additional super attack when there is an Android category enemy. So, for the record, the event we're taking on is not his best event in general. His best event would be the Legendary Goku, not Legendary Goku, excuse me, the Infinite Dragon Ball History event, in which you do fight the androids. That's going to be his best event in general. So, the last little thing that I want to kind of mention here is the link set for him. It is All in the Family, Super Saiyan, Golden Warrior, Cold Judgment, Experienced Fighters, Dismal Future, and Fierce Battle. Very good link set among like other Future Gohan cards or among a lot of the Trunks cards with like that Cold Judgment. All in the Family is pretty good on Sun Family teams and stuff like that. You have access to that extra defense. And he's got some good, just speaking of defense, he's got All in the Family technically. He's got Cold Judgment. Those are both very potent defensive links, right? Here's his starting out attack stat, but he does have double support here because both Gohans, obviously. So anyways, he's got a lot kind of going on for him. I actually do like that idea, that part of how he's built. The only problem I really have, okay, I don't want to say he has a ton of flaws, but I said that earlier. That might have been overselling it a bit. But my problem with this guy was he came out directly before Cooler, and Cooler is a very similar unit, just a lot better pre-transformation because he has the ability to do it whenever he wants to. It's really that simple. I have always hated how the Gohan is forced to transform. And again, as you see, he changes his playstyles, in which when you take a look at the actual category for Bond of Master and Disciple, it might be better to have him as your 3rd spot unit as a floater, right? I mean, you have powerful units on this category, like this guy, who could greatly benefit from that additional 30% boost. Like, it might be better to do that, and that flexibility is what makes a lot of units really good, and he's forced into it. Now, if you take him out of that context and take a look at him on the surface, right, he only really works on Bond of Master and Disciple categories for the most part, despite leading Hybrid Saiyans. there's a lot of bleed over between those two categories, but you have to make sure that you manage that well, because you're going to get in positions where you're not actually getting the full boost of his passive when transformed. He also cannot do the additional super attack unless you're versus an android category enemy. So without that, you have a unit that has a stacking attack, which only really works well in longer events, like in the Dragon Ball history or the Goku event. You have 100% innately good defenses because of the reduction. And then, well, hold on, let me say this. He has reduction, but his defense is subjective, because if you don't run enough units of the category, he does not have enough defense naturally. And if he doesn't have enough defense naturally, the damage mitigation is not going to be particularly great. You need a blend of both stats, right? So that being said, if we take a look at the banners here really quickly, they did change out on globals, putting Goku Black instead of Tech Hit. And these are the featured characters per banner. I mean, the new Trunks is okay. Gohan's okay. I just don't think you guys should pull on this. Long story short, let's get back to our gameplay. Let me know what you guys are going to do. But I do want to mention, because I think that's the most important thing, summon for what you want, you know, in your game. That's the most important thing. I know that's kind of cliche. I know it's pretty obvious. It goes without saying. But a lot of people kind of get sucked into the vortex of like, okay, well, everybody's saying skip or save, and I won't pull. Like, it's like, okay, well, I mean, yeah, there could be something better. Obviously, in his case, there is more stuff that's coming that's better, that you'd be better off spending on, you know, but summon for what you want. It's all about your enjoyment at the end of the day with your own version of the game. Don't let anybody dictate what you pull for, myself included, right? Nobody. So go for what you want and make the best decisions for you possible. And if you really like Future Gohan, then hey, more power to you, right? So personally, though, like I said, if I had to choose, I wouldn't go for it. He was okay at the time, but again, coming out right before Cooler just immediately usurps him as a far better unit. It's not even funny. And just some of the way that worked ultimately, and then a little bit of his inflexibility with the active skill, and then his team restrictions as well, the passive for the team restriction. It just wasn't for me personally. So that's how I feel about it. And it's not like other units don't have restrictions that are good, right? So, but just for him, that's how I feel. Okay, so starting out here, we are getting some supers with Gohan in the very front spot. He's not going to take very much damage, obviously. He's still getting supported. So that, again, this is why I said, like, hey, if I could just keep this guy as a support, I would totally do it. I would do it because he's not bad. Through transformation, he's got defense raise, a great raise at that, right? He's got mitigation if you need it at the very at the below threshold or whatever. He's got the support pass. He's got 100% naturally at the start of the turn. I would totally not transform. I'm not kidding. I wouldn't do it. I really wouldn't do it. Here we go. Automatic transformation. Here we go. So Trunks is transforming. Okay, so everything is pretty much lined up how I want it to be. I'm not going to give Trunks a super here, so you guys can kind of see a little bit of this Future Gohan. The Future Gohan's pretty much got all of his links active right now. So here we go. We'll go ahead and give you this, and we'll give you that. Cool. Yeah, he's still good versus this event, though, because he can stack and stuff like that. But his best event is the Dragon Ball history event where you fight the androids. I wanted to mention that because I'm not gonna go out of my way to show him in his literal best scenario that only happens like once, right? You know what I'm saying? Like it's not long. There are no other events long enough that feature android characters that often, right? So that's kind of the difference. He literally double supers every single time. Actually, I did that for JP. If you really want to see it, whenever he came out on JP, I did that. But I'm not going to do it again. Okay, so here we go. Another transformation. So this time around, he actually has some support, so that's pretty nice. What I would do is we'll put him in the front, let him get this front spot super. I want to start stacking his attack and prioritizing that a bit. Just for the record, because I spent a little bit longer kind of talking about it behind, on the computer screen, I don't know how deep we'll actually go into the event. He can definitely beat it. That's not really my goal here. It's just more or less to show you some of how he looks and how he works, right? So right now, his attack stat's pretty solid. But again, it's going to be solid. He's stacked. He's going to ultimately get over 3 million and be very good on this event in particular. All right, here we go. So type effective here. I'm not going to be using that. Also, he does have Cold Judgment with like Goku, which is pretty nice if you wanted that. 79,000 defense there versus 95 there. That's a lot of defense. Anyways, front spot here. And Trunks can get these tech orbs, and for the last little bit here, Goku can get those physical orbs, and we're good to go. So let's see how he's looking here. No attack support this time around. All pretty much natural for him. 2.2. Yeah, the whole team right now is all Bond and Master, so he doesn't have any drawbacks on this team either. He's going to be able to completely, oh, and the additional attacks kicking in, nice. He's going to be able to completely just always get all his stats at all the time, right? By the way, I wanted to mention, I wanted to actually bring a rainbow friend. I did not have one on my friends list. And I only, when it comes to int units, I only care about getting one dude. Yeah, to be honest, for most of them, I only care about getting one dude nowadays. Has been that way for about a year now. Anyways, yeah, with int units, I feel like I have to get one dude. I really didn't want to go for it at the time, but I was like, nah. I just don't want to be stuck with only dodge. If you don't have built-in crits or additionals, I don't want to be stuck with only dodge. That's another thing maybe you consider for this guy too. So yeah, I mean, he has built-in additionals versus androids, so there's that. But you know what? I will say, hold on. I will say that there are characters like him and like Int Krillin that are going to be really good when we get a Cell version of this event, like stuff like that. Again, there's situational stuff like that as well, obviously. Obviously. If I was too harsh earlier, forgive me. I really am not the biggest fan. Okay, so we're going to get this. And last little bit, we're going to get that, and boom. So I'm going to throw out a fun one to you guys. It's coming 11 or so minutes into the video, so I know that if you're still around, you're a real one, and I appreciate all the support. Here's a fun one. I do not plan on pulling on global. If you guys want me to, get this video to 2,500 likes. That's our like goal for this one. I'm doing it kind of late in the video, so the odds of it getting there are a lot less likely. That's why people always try to type stuff in the very beginning. But yeah, if you want me to do it, I'll do it. But only if we hit the like goal. Because otherwise, I'm not going to. I'll just wait. I don't recall off the top of my head if he comes back on the supplement. I don't think he's been back yet. I do not think he's been back yet. But if he hasn't been back yet, he definitely will be back soon. On the Japanese version, of course. I don't think he's been back yet, but I haven't been keeping track of him at all. So anyways, here we go. Trunks not taking much damage, obviously. Trunks stacking attack and defense. Here we go. Okay, Gohan next. See, like, even that Trunks, man, he would benefit a lot. His stat, he has stacking, but his stats would be through the freaking roof. If he could have this Gohan, like, not transforming stuff. I think that's my biggest problem. I hate the force transformation because the playstyle change. Okay, that Trunks didn't even take any damage either back there. That Gohan did have support there, by the way. Okay, so here we have Future Gohan and Future Gohan. I'll put this one in the front spot so we get that front spot super. Approaching the Dokkan attack. We have... Actually, I want to avoid the Dokkan attack this turn and next, if possible. So I can get one more rotation with this Future Gohan and having the attack support. How much did he take? Yeah, he's tanking really well. That's very good defense. Admittedly, he's tanking really well. The combination of the mitigation and then also having the defense that high, it's relevant enough for the events. It's relevant for the event. He can get, what was it, 100k defense earlier? Like, he can get very high defense. And that much defense with pretty much 50, almost 60% mitigation. It's very good. Very good. Very good. Okay, yeah, I'm going to try to avoid the Dokkan attack this turn. I'll give him the front spot super so I can get that stack. I can, in fact, avoid the Dokkan. So we're going to be doing that. And all these units get the chance to stack this turn, and the next turn we'll have some support and stuff like that, so I'll be able to show him in pretty much his best scenario. And there is another thing I can do in here where I put the physical Trunks in the front spot and stuff like that and try to really leverage that attack increase, but I don't think that I'll really go ahead and do that. That's kind of just obviously going a little bit more than I need to, so we'll see what happens. Okay, so there's Trunks, and here is Gohan, and then the other Gohan. Alrighty. So now this Gohan's getting attacked. How much HP does this Goku even have? Oh, okay. He's about halfway. Okay, not bad. I was going to say it could be largely wasted if I Dokkan attack here. Anyways, we're going for it, so no biggie. Okay, so here we are. We're going to give him the Dokkan attack in the front spot. And we'll get these physical orbs. Dokkan attack honestly should one-shot. If it crits at least. I don't know. I've been using Gogeta and Vegeta a little too much lately. So it might not one-shot. I don't know, but I'm feeling like it should. He's got multiple attack stacks. He's got his links. He's got support. It should. It should. He has type advantage even if it doesn't crit. We'll see. He's almost 3 million attack. Yeah. So by the end of this, he should be around 3.5 million. Ah, close, close, close. I knew he was going to get close. I could just feel he was going to get close. Okay. Okay, not bad. Obviously, a good setting from him. So we're going to get the future Gohan here to maybe finish it off. This guy's not the hardest hitter, but we'll see. And he does not do it. The Shanks, are you going to do it or no? If you don't do it, that's not a big deal. Okay, cool. I get it. Oh, never mind. It is a big deal. I didn't want to secret. All right, well, whatever. I get a lot of HP back, and I get a chance to get at least one more attack stack before we move on to some of the harder portions of this video. So we're going to go ahead and give him the priority here. I was going to give it to Trunks, but I'll give it to here. And then we'll get these same color orbs as well. Same color orbs are your friend, definitely your friend, as your units get higher in defense, if you did not know. So here we go, 2.7 million attack. No attack support this time around because Goku was solely defense. But he does, again, get that entire part of his passive throughout the whole video because I built him a team like that. You know, I will say, like, Hybrid Saiyans, there's a lot of bleed over, obviously. But I imagine there's some that aren't in there. Like, maybe like Goten's and Trunks's, Kid Trunks and stuff. I don't know. I mean, those aren't the most relevant cards in this game anyway, so not really worth like a huge point. But I'm just thinking about that off the top of my head. Also, there are some things in here where it's like, oh, Piccolo, you can run Piccolo, but he won't be transforming because you don't have another Namekian. Unless there's another Namekian in the category you can run. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure there's not. Anyways, what do I want to do? I'll give you this. I'm going to give Gohan those 8 yellow orbs, to be honest. He'll take me to max HP, so I'm cool with that. I've, like, totally been floating this Gohan. I can't say the last time I've had this Gohan in a floating spot. I don't think I've ever used this Gohan in the third spot. He's literally here just to be an off-rotation tank / damage dealer. That's it. That's the only reason I put him here. That's the only reason. Okay. So here we go again, Future Gohan. This Future Gohan obviously is pretty tanky as well. Doesn't take a ton of damage. So I'm not worried about him in particular, especially as he progresses through the event. The final phase is an instant type opponent. Again, I don't know how far I'll really go. Because you can already tell this team can beat this event. They've had no trouble so far. This team can definitely beat this event, and it really wouldn't be that bad. I don't think I've even used any items. Like they can do it. It's pretty obvious. So I don't really know in particular. I just wanted to give you guys a barometer for what you can do. I guess I'll try to push it through, though. The reason why is because you can see his attack stack continue to soar. And if I get additional supers, obviously that's going to be a huge thing for us. If not, then we're kind of getting shafted a little bit. So, do I want to give Trunks the front spot super? There's like 4 attacks in the second spot, so I'm going to just put Trunks back here. Because Gohan shouldn't beat it. I don't think he will. I'm going to keep getting these same color orbs as well, keep me at a high HP threshold, and also filling that Dokkan meter just a little bit quicker. So here we go again, this same Gohan that was previously at, what, 2.9? Now at 3.1 with the attack. No, this is a different Gohan. But this time around with the attack support. And if he gets additionals, again, he does stack attack indefinitely. That's why I said, versus the Android events, he'll be able to get up to 3 supers, because he'll get the guaranteed additional, and potentially a potential system 1. How much do you take here? That's a good question. How much? 50K? 62K, okay. That's about what I expected. Okay, not bad. 1 dude, not bad. That's very good. Very good for a neutral type hit. Very good. So that's not bad at all. Like, again, he's had a good showing in this video. He's not a bad unit. Not a bad unit. Not a bad unit. His banner's not that good, but he's not a bad unit. Again, it just was weird because like it comes out and Cooler comes out right after it, if I recall correctly, and just craps all over it. Like literally. Hold on, let me actually pull up Cooler because you guys might even know what Cooler does. I'll show you guys a little bit here. Let me go ahead and do this in the meantime. We'll give you this. We get that super attack in the front. I didn't drop physical orbs. Whatever, it's fine. Kura. There you are. Cooler came out October 31st. This Gohan came out October 3rd. It came out right after. I remember thinking, like, bro, why? Why does Cooler get a pre-transformation support passive, but he gets active skin? It's like, why? Why can't they give that to Gohan? I would love that so much. Okay, so just to kind of give you guys a little bit of a... Oh, really? Really? Gowasu additional normal for me? Or additional super? Something? Super? Super? Ugh. Really? Dodge it. Dodge. Yeah, there we go. I'm going to give this, I'm actually going to leave, I kind of want to leave Gohan because the next round's STR type. Yeah, I'm going to leave Gohan and give him the super. Just because the next round's STR type. And Gohan's mainly here for that too, because I have physical types and they can get really shredded. So anyways, while Gohan goes, here's Cooler. Attack and defense 100% up. Lowers enemies attack on and defense with super attack. Transformation boost category allies get 2K and 30%. Transformation boost has some of the most incredible units in the game. Like seriously, this category getting support and an active skill unit that can get better if you want him to. This is incredible. Like literally, like, some of the best units in the game are in this category. And then on top of that though, 2K 30%, and then that's only when you're facing one enemy. So that's the majority of the events though. Like this is literally the majority of the events. You're not very often going to be facing more than one enemy at a time. Conquest of Terror category allies get 2K and 50% when facing 2 or more enemies. So if you have enemy versus 2 or more, you get an incredible bonus to Conquest of Terror. So it's not the most expansive category, admittedly, but there are some really good units in there. And last little bit, upon transformation though, he gets really good too. So his condition, by the way, is transforms when there is a pure or hybrid Saiyan category enemy starting from the 3rd turn from the start of the battle, which is majority of the freaking events. There's literally going to always be a ton of Saiyan events in this game. Hybrid or pure. Always, right? And even if there's like combinations of characters, like say Infinite Dragon Ball History, sometimes you'll be fighting like an Earthling, then you'll fight a Saiyan later. Like you can do these things versus a lot of events. But even if that's not the case, if there just so happens to not be one, you could transform starting from the 6th turn, but you don't even need to be below 50% like the LRs, for example. And then when he transforms, he's 3-key, 180%, and then also raises attack indefinitely, and greatly lowers defense, which is really good for the Goku event. Launches a guaranteed additional attack that has a medium chance of becoming a super attack, and performs a crit guaranteed versus pure or hybrid Saiyan enemies, and he can also get a 3rd attack that's a super attack as well. And it's just like, bro, he came out right after, right? You see what I'm saying? It's just kind of weird. It's just kind of weird. Cooler just does everything this guy does pretty much. Oh, wow, I didn't expect to get double physical setup. Okay, well, that's a thing, I guess. I'm going to maybe just take this. The Trunks is going to get shredded in the last spot. But the future Gohans, honestly, I was not too worried about. But the Trunks, I was definitely worried about. We're gonna go ahead and get these physical orbs here. Gohan will be back. Ooh, those AGL orbs will heal me a lot next turn. Nice. Yeah, I floated that Trunks, the tech one last time, so I can get him on this rotation. So here we go. All right, so we're getting a nice slip from this guy, 3.3 or so million. If I ever get additionals, yeah, there we go, 3.449. Again, very powerful, very powerful. If you're in an event long like this, which is why I specify like Dragon Ball History, because it doesn't really apply to like SBR. If you're in an event long like this, you can get very high attack stats. Although, and I guess in SBR, you probably won't transform that much. So I guess that's another thing to consider. Interesting. I had never thought about it from that perspective. I don't know. It's up to you guys. Okay, Gowasu is back this time around. Gohan shoots me to max. Gowasu can dodge. But, like, if there's a super, I think Gowasu loses. So, I'm not even going to bother. If I lose at this point, it's fine. I'm pretty sure if there's a super and he doesn't dodge it, just lose. I get one shot, right? I'm not going to bother, though. This Gohan card, though, is very similar to that Tech Trunks card we're using. Pre-transformation, obviously. I guess for both of them, because they both transform twice. I mean, never mind. What am I thinking about? They both transform twice. It's too early, bro. It's 8 in the morning. Well, Trunks' second transformation. Look at you. Okay, there we go. I was going to say, man, you better not. Don't get hit twice. What am I talking about? They both transform twice. Okay, now that the embarrassing moment's over, we're going to put you in the last spot, get these tech orbs. Obviously going to heal me a crap ton. I'm going to drop these physical orbs here as well. Oh, wow, I miscounted. Ah, that's lame. Okay, well, I'm not getting a super with the unit that's weak here anyway, so whatever. How much damage? Okay, triple, quad. Not bad, obviously. No defense support either. So that's where you can see the fact that he has the naturally solid defense. He has defensive links as well, you know, and he also does have mitigation. So definitely pretty solid. Trunks here is not going to take any damage. Really, I kind of want to see how much the future Gohan takes in the last spot, being type disadvantage, because he's one of the better characters I think you can take here because of the way he plays. It's not bad. Yeah, taking 40k with the disadvantage is not bad. That's not bad. Especially because your last round, he won't take any damage at all. Oh, come on. Stop that. Stop loading up in the last spot. Stop that. That's shenanigans, bro. Stop. Stop it, stop it, stop it. Well, the good news is once I get past this guy, my AGL units, I mean my physical units are fine, so. Anyways, I'm going to give you an ultra because I have, like, not given you any at all in the video. Where's your defense? Trunks, 74. 4 attacks there. Nah, he can't take those hits. Trunks will die. He cannot take those hits. Lo and behold, if there's a super there too, man, he's screwed. So, all right, here we go. Gohan with the level 3 dodge. Gohan coming through, 4.2. Actually, I didn't know not long ago. I'm all over the place. Again, it's did my alarm went off earlier, huh? Yeah, it did. It was like 8 o'clock. That's how I know I've been at this for a while. Okay. Gohan pretty much soloed him from here. So this Gohan might be able to finish 3.49 without, no, with the attacks. They're the same, like, again, they're the same dudes, so they have the exact same stats. So it's kind of throwing me off. It's like, oh, wait, he's 3.49 again. But no, it's because, you know, that's kind of how things are working here. Oh, doubles. If only I had got double super before Gohan attacked. That attack increase. He's at 3.75. Now, obviously, he already attacked. Both Gohans are 3.7. Now, he actually obviously already attacked, right? So it's not relevant. But Trunks' attack raise was kicking in there for his allies. So, front spot I go. We're also approaching a Dokkan attack. Not bad. So in this instance, Kawasu, it shouldn't really matter what happens there. We do still have the Whis if technically we need it, but nothing should matter anymore. Gohan should be able to beat this. There we go. Nice, nice, nice. And we move on to the final boss. Yeah, I was honestly not going to go this far, but might as well. We're already here. Might as well. Okay, now I don't have to worry about my physical types. Also, I can get a Dokkan attack, I think, this time, so I'll go for it. Yeah, I got it. Okay, no support this time around. Triple Gohan as well. Is this like, I don't want to say the first time, because I haven't been paying attention. I'm pretty sure it's not the first time. Because this used to be one of my rotations in the video. Here we go. For all intents and purposes, though, obviously, it might have been a better choice to Dokkan with the other Gohan, because type advantage, but I doubt it. Because the attack stat's so high on this guy. He's 3.5, no support for attack, right? He's really powerful. Really powerful. This is very powerful. Okay, no dodge on this. Hopefully he crits. That'd be great. If he crits, it's great. Man, okay. All right. Yeah, he's 2 million above this guy. This guy can't keep up with the offense. He cannot. There we go, there we go. Not bad. All right, here we go. So with this Gohan too. Okay, next round we have who? Trunks? I think it's Trunks back again. Yeah, okay. Double Trunks. Okay. I'm kind of tempted to leave him in the front to do the thing I was saying earlier. Let's do it. Screw it. I'm going for it. I mean, he takes like 30k per hit from UI probably. So I'm just going to spike the defense. I'll waste the heal. I'll just spike the defense because I'm playing a little risky here. Where's the stats at now? Okay. Here we go. I want to see this. I want to see it. Okay, cool. There we go. Ah, super. Okay. Not what I wanted, but that's fine. I guess it's maybe better than... Nah, it's fine. I was going to say. Okay, never mind. Here we go. 100,000. All right. That's not that bad. Additional super again. Do it again like you did last time. One. Come on, come on. Ah, lame. Could you imagine if he gave me double supers? I wanted to see that, man. 3.7, but dodged. Oh, man. What a tease, man. This Trunks is keeping up, though. This Trunks is really good. He's definitely keeping up to 3.5. What a tease, though. We get dodged, man. I had it all lined up, but we get dodged. Okay, Gowasu support. Both these guys are about 130,000 defense. And physical orbs lined up. Nice. There we go. So not taking any damage here. almost midway through. I'd say about another life bar and a half or so. So, okay, not bad. Yeah, as you see, it's a little more the same, it's kind of the same stuff. This guy keeps getting stronger and stronger and stronger. If he ever gets additionals, he gets stronger faster, like all other stacking units do. And he outputs more and more damage, like all other stacking units do as well. So, yeah. All right, so Gowasu and Zamasu. They should die. Oh, they can't die. Take about 20k maybe. 12? Okay, perfect. That's good. Can we try this again? I want to try this again. Please. I want to do it again. Just stop screwing me, bro. Just do it. Do what I want. Do what I want. Come on. I want to see it. I want to see it. Additional super from me. And don't get dodged in the middle spot, Gohan. Please. No dodges. No dodges. No dodges. Okay, one attack. Attack number 2 incoming right here. Watch. Number 2 incoming right now. Oh, you suck. You literally suck. Absolutely suck. Absolutely suck. All right, I'm done trying. I tried what I could. I tried what I could. It's just not happening. This Gohan's at 4.4. It's just not happening. I tried. The Trunks doesn't want a double super. Oh, you know what? Third time's a charm. I'm not gonna pack it in yet. We got one more time and we'll get it right. One more time. Next time it won't be the same though, but it's gonna be Gowasu in the last spot. Actually, I don't think it really matters that much. Anyways, let's put you in the front here this time. Be nice to him. Give him the front spot attack. See how well he tanks here versus all those int hits. Yeah, he's not taking much. He also, I believe, raised his defense with super. Although I did just help him out, but still. Yeah, he wasn't going to take much. Okay, so after this turn, we're going to try it one more time. And we actually are going to be really close to finishing it. I don't need to prove that we can finish this because we've already basically beat it. I don't know what spam call number that is, but I don't even care if it shows up because I don't know who that person is. So. It's just a spam call. I don't know what happened. Somehow they got my number, and I get a lot of weird texts and stuff. Oh, your package for FedEx. What? I'm not clicking this. Anyways, this morning stuff, I guess. All right, 3.1. I literally, if it was somebody I knew, I'd cut it out. I don't know that person. I know this random spam call. Here we go. So we'll try it one more time. All the type effect that we have here, I've already kind of figured out that Trunks doesn't take that much damage regardless of items, so I won't use any. I've been trying to baby him, basically, but we do have support this game, so it's not that big of a deal. Come on, Trunks. I need it now. Come on now. Do it. One. Maybe this time I won't get dodged. Thank you. 4 million. At least I didn't get dodged. Okay. I'll live with that. I'll live with that. That's not that bad. One more? Okay. Well, he doesn't even get, oh, no, I was going to say, even if he doesn't get the attack through, if he gets dodged, he still gets the attack at least. Because it triggers at the time of the super attack, obviously. So, like, that's kind of the cumulative effect. And there's some tanking from him. He does have double defense support, but still some tanking from him versus the Goku event. So, I'm going to go ahead and get ready to wrap here, guys. Thank you all for tuning in. If you guys enjoyed, hit that subscribe. Of course, if you're new for more content, share the video with your friends if they're interested in how this future Gohan plays. Also, like I mentioned earlier, if you want to check out any of the gameplay that I did for him when he came out on JP, or I do take him versus the Infinite Dragon Ball History event and stuff like that, you can check that out. Link is down below right now. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Everyone have an awesome day. And I'll catch all of you guys in the next one. Take it easy, everybody. For real? Really? 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 Can you guys end it or what? This is what I get for trying to keep this part of the video. Okay, there we go.